Hi, it's Darnell with Wave of Recipes. Today I'm going to be taking raw frozen sea scallops and cooking them up directly from frozen in the Emerald air fry oven. And we're going to see how it does cooking up some sea scallops from frozen right now. Alright, so I've got 10 of the scallops out, and for ingredients it's kind of simple. I'm going to be using some extra light olive oil. The reason why I'm going to be using extra light olive oil here is because extra light olive oil, unlike the other type of olive oil like your extra virgin olive oil, unlike this has a higher smoke point, and it also has higher omega-9 than say like vegetable oil and such like that. Also going to be using some garlic powder. So first thing I'm going to do is to pour the extra light olive oil on the scallops. I also want to mention when it comes to this extra light olive oil, unlike the extra virgin olive oil and such, it doesn't impede the flavor because it has an extra light taste. So it doesn't impact flavor as much as say like your extra virgin olive oil would. So it's good for using in cookers where, well, in cooks where you might potentially reach a higher temperature, and in cases where you want to use an oil that, you know, may be high in your omega-9s but isn't going to impede your flavor like an extra virgin olive oil would. If you are cooking something where you don't mind the extra virgin olive oil flavor that, you know, gets into your food, then you can definitely use your extra virgin olive oil as long as you're not cooking things too hot. But with any oil, you don't want to get them smoking, so Lord willing, that won't happen, and we hope that's the case with the high smoke point in that extra virgin olive oil, extra light olive oil. But I'm going to take these 10 scallops, I'm going to basically try and let a little excess fall off, and then put them onto the air fry basket here. I will be using that bake pan that you see underneath on a rack underneath inside of the cooker. So just getting all 10 of them doled out evenly, trying to give a nice bit of space for the airflow, and we'll see how these do directly from frozen after I get this last one out. There we go. Alright, so we got the cooker awakened, and I'm going to use that frozen food setting that I was already on there. And I'm going to, for temperature, I'll leave it at the default that it has 360 degrees Fahrenheit. For time, just in case I need more time, I'm going to go down to, we'll go up to 30 minutes just to give it extra time. I don't think the frozen food setting really does anything different from the other settings that use air fry, except for it probably just gives a different starting temperature to start out with. But we're going to hit the preheat. We're going to let things preheat in there. Once it's done preheating, we'll get these scallops on in. Alright, so things are done preheating. I'll get everything on in here. Put this rack up on the third rack level up. Put the pan right underneath there. And going to hit the start. And I'll check them maybe every 10 minutes or so. And we'll see how long these take to cook up. Alright, so 10 minutes have passed, so going to just go in there and do a temperature check just to check where things may be at in one of these scallops, and looks like it's in like about 70-degree range. So going to let them continue to cook, and I'll try again maybe in about another maybe 10 more minutes, and we'll see if things are close to like that 145 or so that we want. Alright, so things have been going for about 18 minutes now, and I suspect they may already be done by now, just by the general visual look of things from inside of there. So we're at we're in the 160, so probably between between 15-18 minutes is good enough. And so just going to go ahead and put them all in this bowl here. And so it's not too bad on time for for your sea scallops, but you know, you probably want to give them maybe 15, then check every couple minutes after that if they're not done in 15. But we did 18 and it turned out looks okay. So I'm going to turn the cooker off there, and you can see the finished product, and we'll go ahead and do a quick taste test. So there are our finished sea scallops from frozen. So let's taste one. There we go. Alright, so they're not overdone, you know, they're not hard, not too chewy, so it turned out well. And so this cooker is able to do, you know, even something as delicate as your sea scallops from frozen and cook them up. So I do like that. I do like the job that the cooker did. And so you can find, you know, like in the video description, other different ways to help the channel, like with my cookbook, and like, you know, you can also go to superwaveovenrecipes.com and get recipes for all types of cookers. And if you're interested in this cooker, there'll be a referral link to a cooker that is basically just like it. It's just made by a company called Calmdo, but basically same cooker in my opinion, just my opinion. But with all of that said, I will say if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.